Welcome back, nerds! Today we are looking at the underrated teams in DC and Marvel Comics that don't get nearly all the flowers that they deserve. 5. DC's Challengers of the Unknown. The Challengers of the Unknown were a bunch of normal but above average guys flying to go be guests on a radio show called Heroes. Of course, their plane went down, but the 4 survived. After the crash, they all have that life is really short moment and decide that they should challenge the unknown together. Challenging the unknown is exactly what these guys did, on their own or for hire. Like in the case of Pandora's Box, something that you really are not supposed to open, but they did. They were offered $1 million, so I get it. They take on jobs that are just too out there for the regular human to handle. They worked with the Pentagon, one member lost their sight along the way, so a different member gives them an eyeball. Their mountain home base is destroyed by the personification of evil. They just really can't catch a break. But I love that this DC team is real people who had semi-regular jobs and just started conquering challenges together despite not receiving any superpowers. 4. Operation Lightning Storm. This is Marvel. Somehow this team did not include Thor. I know about it though because it did include one of my favorite superheroes, Sleepwalker. Despite limited appearances, the team was quite impressive. After the events of Civil War, Tony Stark requested that Carol lead the mighty Avengers. She agreed, but only if she got a second team. Their purpose was to take out villains before they became an Avengers level threat. A covert strike team that could use any S.H.I.E.L.D. resource they wanted, even though they weren't technically part of the S.H.I.E.L.D. official lineup. Other members of the team include Machine Man, Agent Sum, Agent Locke, Agent Baines, and Doc Farrell. The reason this team has a very limited appearance run is because they captured an imposter, Miss Marvel, that upon discovery of being an imposter, she hit self-destruct and took the team's base down with her. Doc Farrell and Agent Baines didn't make it. 3. DC's Hawk and Dove. Hawk and Dove are the physical manifestation of the duality of the universe, inspired by the political climate of the 1960s, with the characters debuting in 1968. Those in favor of war were often referred to as Hawks, and the Dove is commonly associated with peace. So, from that, we get the aggressive Hawk and the level-headed Dove. In the DC universe, the Lords of Chaos and Order decided to bestow the powers on the set of brothers, Hank and Don Hall, making them effectively War and Peace. They wore matching outfits, red and blue. The pair worked well together, as Hawk was shoot first, ask questions later kind of vibe, whereas Dove was made sure to provide the compassion and solutions that didn't require physical conflict. A perfect balance that was unfortunately thrown out of whack when Dawn passed on during the Crisis on Infinite Earths fiasco. It would be disastrous if just War was out here on their own, so a replacement had to be found, and that was Dawn Granger, chosen for being level-headed and willing to find compromise and see reason and other perfect peaceful qualities. After the loss of his brother, Hank took some time getting used to his new counterpart, but eventually accepted her. 2. Avengers 1950s. The Avengers weren't the first Avengers team that Nick Fury created. Avengers 1959 were the OGs, and the team was all villains. Earth's mightiest heroes were, I guess, technically named after Earth's biggest problems. The 1959 Avengers team was created at the order of President Eisenhower, composed of Sabretooth, Kraven the Hunter, Dominic Fortune, Namora, Bloodstone, and Silver Sable. We love the vintage aesthetic, and to society, I guess they were right for the missions they went on, which was defeating Red Skull and his Yahtzee with an end Captain America. The team's efforts were pretty much focused on defeating various bad guys that belonged to the Yahtzees. Because the Avengers did so much good defeating all those bad guys, Nick pardoned all the past crimes of the team members, which is really interesting thinking about what some of them have done, but whatever. The team operated in the 1950s but debuted in 2011. And finally, number 1, Justicia. Justicia is the Justice League of Mexico that first appeared in Suicide Squad Most Wanted, El Diablo, and Amanda Waller, but only 2 times and then nothing. The team is led by El Dorado, the Superman with bonus powers of teleportation and telepathy. There are 3 other members on the team: Akarada, a skilled martial artist, an acrobat that wears a Mayan artifact that gives her teleportation abilities. Then we have El Muerto, an undead hero, which makes him hard to hurt the way you might hurt someone who's alive. And finally, we have Iman. He wears a suit of armor that gives him super strength. There are some connections between the team and the actual Justice League. El Muerto used to idolize Superman, and Iman received a scholarship from Wayne Enterprises. Iman and Batman also share similar parent trauma. Each individual hero has had a handful of appearances, it's just the team that hasn't come up much, but I think they're neat and should get more chances to show off together. But what do you think? Let us know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, nerds!